Oh, it's freezing outside. Fortunately, I'm inside my home estate, Will Estate. Uh, that was my heater. I just turned it off because it's warm in here. It's 70 degrees. Drinking my Timmy's. Just finished my breakfast, but it is cold outside. It's in the 20s. I don't even know what it's outside like now, but I know this morning it was in the 20s. And I've been sleeping for quite a while. I went to bed early. I talked to Lidia and I flipped my mattress because I got to get rid of this mattress. It's killing my back. But I flipped the mattress and then I laid on it and it felt so nice and and I was watching something and it was like 6 o'clock or something like that and all of a sudden I was snoring. No, well, I didn't snore. I don't think I snore. I don't snore. But I was, yeah, I got my hat on. I only have the hat on because I was making my breakfast. You know, I got to make my Timmy's, and and I have to have my fan running. As you know, you know the routine, unless you're new. But if you are new, I have I when I'm cooking, I turn my fan on, obviously, but I have the other one open, so you need some air circulation. Otherwise, it's just pulling like in a vacuum. It doesn't pull the air that smells out as much. So that brings cold air past my head, and um, and that's why I put this on. Let me turn this on here. So how's the image quality? I'm using my Jeff Attack. Where is it? Right here. This is the button to turn it on. Very convenient. I don't have to plug and unplug cables. I just turn it on right here. So I have it on. I'm catching some Wi-Fi's from the air. And how's the image? Image is fine, says Lloyd Bob. Thank you, Lloyd. All right. So let me turn the Wi-Fi on this one, and then come on. And then I'll go on YouTube and I can see the comments a little bit better. But it is chilly outside. It's not as cold as it's been in a couple weeks ago, but a couple of weeks ago over here, Pennsylvania, it was like in the minuses, minus 10 or 20 to 15, whatever it was. It was cold. But today it's only like in the 20s, so that's not too bad. Actually, I can tell you exactly what the weather is outside right now. Just gotta finish my Timmy's real quick. Not as warm, not as hot. It's just warm. I got some leftover flapjacks, some flapjacks with blackberry and raspberries. Organic, of course. Come on, channel. The Weather Channel. Yeah. This phone is very slow. All right, it's 38 outside. So but it feels like it's not telling me what it feels like. Why does it not telling me? Oh, it feels like 32. Okay, so it warmed up a little bit. So 32 is not bad. It's still freezing. Oh, my back's been hurting me. I think it's this bed's been killing my back. I've been going to the chiropractor more this last month than I've been the past 3 or 4 years. And and the past few days, my back, when I'm sitting and in here, it's fine. But then when I go outside and I try to stand up, I can't stand up fully. I'm like leaning forward a little bit. And then if I stretch, then I can stand up fully. But uh, it's not fun. Yeah, my back has not gone out on me since I've been doing YouTube because I never filmed myself with a bad back. So let me go on my channel here so I can see the comments and then would continue with this high production about nothing. There's nothing going on except it's cold outside. It's warm in here, 70 degrees in here, so pretty good. Can't complain. Come on. Ooh, there's a commercial. There's a commercial there, folks. What do we have here? Ann Kristen Wangve. I can't pronounce that, Ann. But it says hello from NC. Hello from NC in Sweden. Ann Kristen Wangve. I can't say it. Sorry, Ann, I can't say it. So it's just me. I can't pronounce Swedish. But Ann is in Sweden. In Sweden, probably cold too. So, and they got Lloyd Bob. Good morning, Louis. God bless. Today is my dad's birthday. If he were not in heaven, he would have his 103rd birthday. Very cool. I guess once you are born, there's always a birthday. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how it works I don't think we're gonna have birthdays because it's gonna be eternity. So how old are you today? I'm 1,357,400,000. Maybe, I don't know. Vicky Line. Good morning, Lewis. Happy Sunday between us. My name is pronounced Lynn, not Line. Vicky Lynn. I think I said it right this time. I think I said it Lynn. Vicky Lynn. I think I said it right. I'm getting good at this. Pauletta Weirhine. Wirthwine. Good morning. Good morning, Pauletta Wirthwayne. Scotty Richards Studio. Do you have to work today? No, it's Sunday, and I don't have to work today. Today I'm off. Jeff J. Just moved to a warmer climate. Just move. Yeah, it's going to happen in a couple weeks. It's going to happen. Yeah. You'll be seeing me in a warmer climate. This is itchy. In a couple weeks. Vicky Lynn, is there a church near you? Yes, there's churches near me. How's my hair? Don't look at my hair. Actually, that's fine. Okay, good. No. That's better. Okay. Whatever. I don't care. Ruckus is the story about Jonah being swallowed by a whale for 3 days and spat out allegory. I don't think so. I think it's a real story. I think it's a real story. I don't think it's allegory whatsoever. I could be wrong, but I don't think it is. Ann Kristen says Ingvi. Oh, the last name of Ann Kristen is Ingvi. Okay. Then why did you put a Y and an E in there if it's Ingvi? I think you should change it. Change it to Ingvi. Swifty, move south. I will be moving south soon enough. It's going to happen. Scotty Richards says, I started doing back stretching exercises to counter sitting at the computer. It helps. Yeah, I know. I should do more exercises. I haven't done that since I hurt my knee running. So I think I should do that, but I haven't done it. And I keep thinking I'm going to do it, but then I don't do it. And I plan on doing it. The planning doesn't happen. I plan on doing it when I go down to Florida. Lots of walking, exercises. Uh, I don't know, swimming. There's always a lot of plans, but you don't always follow through. I did go to a mattress store yesterday, and I did laid on a couple different foam mattresses. They're a little expensive. The fit in here might not be exactly what I want. It might be the width might be too small. It's a 35 that they have. My width here is like 38. A 35 would work, but those mattresses are really nice. They're a little expensive, but they're nice. They're not Tempur-Pedic, but yeah, I need. Here's the thing: if you don't have a good night's sleep, and well, I sleep okay. I mean, I don't wake up through the night most of the time, but when I do wake up in the morning, especially the past couple weeks, I wake up in pain because of my back, because this mattress is all messed up. So yeah, so when your back's in pain and the problem is the mattress, you just got to fix it by getting a new mattress. So hopefully I'll find something that's nice and fits in here, and that works. All I want is something that works, and I don't have to think about it, and I don't have to wake up in pain or anything. So and Christian, come to Sweden. We won't have cold weather until next week, -4 degrees. Oh, that's nice. I mean, if I want -4 degrees, I'll just stay here a little bit longer, and then I'll have the same weather, and then we'll all be happily cold. I do have my Webasto, but even with all the new improvements that I have, I still have a problem of running out of power. And I think it's just something it's the reality over here in the Northeast. It doesn't matter what I have. If you don't have sun to charge the batteries, then you're not going to have power. And I can't be driving around all day using my sterling power to charge my batteries. It's just not feasible. So yeah, good thing I don't stay here for the winter. Jeff says today would be a good day to take your bath outside in the tub. I think it is. I mean, it's not too hot. You don't want it. It's like a sauna. You don't want to. You want. It's like a hot spring. When it's colder outside, it's even better. So I was thinking of that myself. There's a Walmart not far from me, and as everybody knows, Walmart is where you can get your bath. It's just better to take a bath at Walmart. I could take a shower too, but it's just not the same. I think a bath would work. Yeah, that's a great idea. I was thinking exactly the same thing, and oh, I kind of need a bath because I haven't taken a shower since yesterday, and yeah. Anne says she's not going to change her name. Why don't you try wind source? Says Anne. I've thought of that many years ago when I began in my van. I got the solar, but I thought, why not get a little wind turbine to to um, to produce power. The problem is, I'm not I'm not done with work. I still work full time. So for me, it wouldn't work. If I was out there traveling, then yeah, I could have a wind turbine. I could have all different things hanging outside my van. I could have a generator. I could have a bigger. My roof rack was actually bigger, so I could have had the roof rack extending past the back, past the front, whatever. Make it bigger to accommodate more solar panels. I could have done a lot of different things, but when I have to work where I work and I have to park where I park and try to be as incognito as much as possible, then I can't have all those things. I can't have a wind turbine showing that, hey, wait a minute, what is that? Somebody's in there? I can't have a generator outside, even if it's very quiet, because it's going to point the finger at me. And plus, I don't have a place to put it. I can't have a lot of things that I could if I wasn't working full time. So that's the difference with me. I'm working full time. I'm not traveling full time. I'm not retired yet. So I need to have things a certain way in order to be able to live and park and sleep for the night in the places that I do without bringing attention to myself. Because I don't like the drama. I don't want people knocking at my door. Even if I get the drama of filming all of that, I don't want that. I don't need it. I don't want it. And I want to be as low key as possible. That's why I can't have all those things. It's great if somebody can have it and if it works. For me, at this point in my life, it doesn't work. It's not for me. In the future, yeah, in the future, if when I retire, it's totally different. But right now, I couldn't have that stuff. Mike from Kanakia says, "Good morning, Lewis. Good morning, Mike. How's Kanakia today?" Mike is from Kanakia. Some of you might know, some of you may not. It's a country. It's a small country above the United States. James Veach. Maybe the meteorite that's supposed to hit today will warm things up. It's supposed to be the size of a pyramid. NASA has been giving warnings out about it in the last month and a half. I don't think I heard much about that meteorite. Maybe I wouldn't worry about it. If people espouse to the idea that meteorites have exterminated life on Earth, then you're going to be worried about a meteorite. But if you espouse to the idea that God is in control and the Earth is not going to end until He says it's time for the Earth to end, then I wouldn't worry about it. Is it possible that small meteorites can come and destroy cities or yeah, that's possible. But I wouldn't be too worried about it. Unless it hits me, then uh, maybe I should move a little bit from where I am, just in case it hits this spot. But what if it hits the spot where I'm going to? That would be bad. I could lose my van. Scotty Richard says, I have a 6-inch thick memory foam and 2-inch dense and firm foam topper. Yeah, I used to have 5 inches, 4 inches of foam and 3 inches of Tempur-Pedic topper, but I didn't like that setup. Mainly because one mattress would slip off the other, and I just didn't like it. And the Tempur-Pedic is very good, but when it gets cold, the thing gets it's like a rock. So I need something different. And this mattress that I was looking at is 10 inches. So I'm at 8 inches right now, and I'm about to limit because my van tapers on the sides. And the higher I go with the mattress, then the less room I have to sleep. But but the mattress is soft, so I will guess once I lay on it, I'll go down a little bit, so I'll have room. But I don't know if I'm gonna get that one. I'm gonna keep looking. Tuco829. Good morning, Lewis. It's old and rainy here in Long Island. Well, Tuco, it's old and raining here too in Pennsylvania. Same old, same old. And Christine, I'm working full time too. Well, maybe you have different places to park than I have because I'm never in the same place. I never know where I'm going to go. And I mean, I guess I could. I mean, everything is possible. I said I couldn't, but I guess everything is possible. I guess I could have a wind turbine that I could put up and when I'm not working, right? When I go somewhere else, like, but when you need it is sometimes when I'm working and then I couldn't use it. So, and then what am I going to store it when I'm not using it? And of course, I don't want to leave it on the roof. So that's anything is possible. But do I want do I want to do everything that's possible? Probably not. It's a breeze in Kanakya, says Mike. Well, you are just a little bit warmer, colder. I mean, than I am. It feels like 32 over here, so it's about the same thing. SJ Lawrence says, "Hello, mate. I'm just having a large cup of tea. I don't know why you're having a cup of tea in the morning. There's nothing like a cup of coffee, especially Timmy's. Timmy's in your cup." Says a good early morning to me. Good morning, Quentin. Hope you're staying. Quentin is having a baby, folks. I don't know if I should say it or not, but uh, nobody knows who Quentin is. So congratulations to Quentin. He's having a baby. It's not him personally. His wife is having a baby. So congratulations, everybody. Congratulations to Quentin. He's having a baby. Terry Bradbury. Hi, Lewis. Love your videos. I love your humor, your love of the scriptures, and the way you interact with your family and friends. I hope to meet you and Lydia one day. Be blessed. Well, Terry, I don't know if it's a she or a he, but thank you very much. Hopefully, I can meet you. Maybe you come to Florida and you can meet me and Lydia. Go out for I was gonna say Timmy's, but there's no Timmy's in Florida. So probably just have to go out and have like some other coffee, inferior quality, of course, but you'll still beat me and Lydia. Say hi, and yeah, that'll be cool. SJ Lawrence is sending warm hugs. Thank you. Even though it's kind of warm in here, I'm at 68. It's cozy. I mean, the chill is creeping in a little bit, but it's all good. I'm still in my shorts. I have this on because I was making breakfast, but I don't have to have this on. But now my hair is a mess. I can go, but I don't feel like it right now. So yeah, I'll keep this on for now. Plus, it's for the ambience. It's cool. So yeah, I should clean my cup. Put a little bit of water in my cup here before the water gets cold. I just swirl a little bit, and then I use my vinegar and finish cleaning it up, and that's it. I'm the Veninator. Hello, Lewis. Good morning. I have similar hat. Uh, Edwin. No, Edwin. Darn, I always forget. I always forget his name. I always forget your name. Edwin. I think it's Edwin. We only met once for a few hours, so you gotta forgive me if I forget the name. I think it's Edwin. Irwin. There you go. I'm close enough. It's very close. It's very close. Scotty Richards, will you have to make adjustments for humidity in Florida? Uh, I don't make any adjustments. I mean, over here in New Jersey, it gets very humid also, just like Florida. Florida is not much humid than up here. I mean, it's more constant, but it's not. I just keep my vents going, and I'm fine. So same thing I have in New Jersey in the summer. It's this about the same. Excuse me, except in Florida in the winter, usually it doesn't go into the 90s or 90 plus with humidity. So most of the time it's 70s, 80s, maybe less than that. So it's more manageable. Now in the summer, that's a totally different story. If I had to live in Florida in the summer, I would definitely need an air conditioner. And it's not like I like really cold air. I don't like that. Just enough to take the edge off the heat and the humidity. That's about it. What? Terry? What is it? Terry Broadberry. I'm a she. Okay, so it's a Terry she. I have a confession. You remind me of a young Topol. If you haven't watched the 1971 movie Fiddler on a Roof, you must watch it. Chaim Topol plays Tevai, the main character. I did watch Fiddler on a Roof, and I liked it. It was a very good movie. Georgia Boy says, "What's up? How you doing, Georgia? Georgia or Georgie?" I'm about to head to Florida soon, Erwin. A couple more weeks, and I will be flying south. Well, when I say fly, I don't mean I'm going to sprout wings or I'm going to have wings on my van. I'm just going to drive south because it's getting colder up here. And between the cold, the rain, the work is just not the same. And it just makes no sense for me to be up here in a cold weather, not working for weeks. So, plus, there's somebody in Florida that I want to go meet. It's just somebody. I'm not saying who. David Guns, been following your channel a long time. I really like the way you build your van. Like the way you explain how stuff is done or how it work. Well, thank you, David. I do my best. Sometimes I do it with humor. Sometimes I do it with less humor. Sometimes, you know, just just do stuff. That's all I do. Well, now I'm Anthony Quinn, a young Anthony Quinn. What? Anyway, uh, what else do I need to do this morning? Um, well, I got to put away my berries. I got some. This is how you do it in a van, folks. I mean, if you think living in a van you don't have to eat properly, I just had some beautiful flapjacks with organic blue, organic blackberries and organic raspberries, and I have them all here. And I mix this into the flapjack mix, and then I pour it, and it's just delicious. Mm, a little tangy, these blueberries. Uh, David Guns, you do have LCD lights, right? LCD lights. Oops, LED lights. LCD, yeah. These lights are all LCD, otherwise known as LED lights. I have four sets. I have a big one over there. I have this one over here. This is a double. That's a double, and then I have a single by the door, and I have all the lighting that I need. And I just love these lights because before I had these lights, I had um, I had these other lights that worked on with batteries. And once I installed these lights, I'm like, wow, what a difference! And the difference is, one, I don't have to buy batteries, and two, they don't dim. They're always at the same brightness, unless they go bad, obviously. But if nothing happens, they're always at the same brightness. So, and I never have to worry about changing the batteries. So that's what I love about. And you can't. I mean, if you have a van, if you're living in a van, you don't have to have you don't have to have a lot of stuff. If I could have lived in here with very minimum stuff, I could have lived in here without any of this stuff that you see behind me, with nothing on the walls, just a sleeping bag, a mat, a flashlight, and very minimum. I could have lived like that, but I like to build stuff. I like to do stuff. So I started doing all this, and then one thing leads to another, and I got a solar panel, I got batteries, and then the obvious thing that follows is lights and vents and all that stuff. So yeah. And Christian, I just ate blueberries, raspberries with coconut flakes and vanilla. Coconut flakes and vanilla. I don't know what that is. I mean, I know what coconut flakes are, but what is that like a? Is that like a yogurt or like a cereal, or that must be a Swedish thing because yogurt, ice cream, cereal. It's a cereal. Scotty Peter, Scotty Richards. Are you a fan of Jesse Lee Peters? I have no idea who that is. It's no yogurt. It's a yogurt. It's a no yogurt. It's a yogurt. It's a no yogurt. I don't know who that is. No idea. I don't know. Can you hear the rain? If I stay quiet. You hear the raindrops? It's kind of like, it's been raining all night. I've been up since 2 o'clock in the morning. Around 2 o'clock. Oh, it's a vanilla powder. I've been up since about 2 o'clock, do something, because I went to bed very early. So I was just laying in bed, cozy, listening to the rain, going through the phone, watching this, watching that, and then around 5 o'clock, I'm like, you know what? I'm hungry. I'm going to eat breakfast. Because I'm going to see my kids today, but sometimes they wake up late, and I'm like, I'm not going to wait until they call me. I'm just going to have my own breakfast. And then when they call me, we'll go have their breakfast. If I'm hungry, I'll eat something, but if not, we'll just have whatever they want. Hey, it's raining in Chicago too. Who do you know? Oh, who do you know? How do you? What do you know? What do you know? What do you know? It's raining in Chicago. I bet it's windy too in Chicago. Just a guess. Just a wild guess. The Great Spoon. Hi, Lewis, from somewhere in snowy Minnesota. Well, it's better you be snowing than me. You know, it could be worse. Sandra just woke up, folks. She had a cup of Timmy's, and before she starts her day, she decided to go check the Louie channel to see if the Louie was on. I am here, Sandra. Good morning, Sandra. It's also raining in North Carolina, New Bern, North Carolina. Ra Rajkrishmurthy. Why do you folks pick these names? Is it so I can have to read them? Rajkrishmurthy. Did you test your battery isolator without turning off cutoff switch? What do you mean? What does that mean? Did you test your battery isolator without turning off cutoff switch? I don't know what you mean, so maybe you can explain it differently, because I'm trying to figure out what that means, and I don't. I David Gunn says, I love the heater you installed. Do you have any regrets? I don't have any regrets. It's one of the things that I installed. Well, I had it installed. I did all the electrical wiring, but I had someone else put it in place because they had to drop my fuel tank. So I had someone else do that for me. Itchy. And this thing has always worked. So I'm very happy. I have no regrets. It was a little pricey. It was $1,600 with installation and everything. But I have no regrets buying it. It's as long as I have power and fuel, I have heat. And I mean, that beats carrying around propane in the van. So yeah, I have no regrets whatsoever. I would highly recommend having this thing. In the future, if I were to build a bigger van, because obviously if I were to build something else in the future, I wouldn't build something this size. So I would build something bigger, something I can stand up in and all that. And if I did that, I may even put in a wood stove, maybe the Kimberly or something else, because it doesn't hurt to have different forms of heating, because you never know when one or two or more are going to run out. So you always want to have a backup. So if I had a Webasto, a wood stove, and the body heater, three different forms of heating, I think that's you can't beat that. Paul Blakesley just made the move to Florida. Loved it. 72 this morning. Come on down. I will be coming down soon. I know it's warm over there, little Lydia. Sometimes I call her Lydia. My daughter is Elyse, and then I have Lydia. Sometimes I call my daughter Lydia. Sometimes I call Lydia Lydia. It's like anyway. Yeah, no, it's warm down here. I'll be there soon enough. Scott Richard, he's a Christian podcast and YouTuber. Okay, maybe I've seen him, but the name is not familiar. I don't think I've ever heard of him. Erwin, I'm the Venator, says, saw a guy on YouTube with a small wood stove for $1,000. Pretty awesome. There's quite a few different ones I looked at before I moved into my van. There was the Kimberly, of course, that caught my eye, but that was like 4,000 bucks. There's the Mini Cube, also very good. There's a few other ones. I think personally, whatever I bought, or if I buy one in the future, I will buy one with a little window, so that I can see the flame. I can't see myself buying a wood stove and not being able to see the flame, because the flame is part of the whole thing. I mean, imagine that I have to be here the whole winter, and I have my wood stove going over here, and I have the lights off, and the thing is going. It's keeping me nice and toasty in here, and it's like minus 20 outside. It's nice and like 75 in here, and I can see the flame going. I mean, you can't beat that. But if you don't have a way to see the flame, then it's okay. You get the heat, but it's just not the same. Nick Marandola. Hi, Lewis. Love your van build and miss watching your various build work. Greetings from Australia. G'day, mate, in Australia. Uh, I can't always be doing van builds. I mean, I have the videos on the channel. I guess you could go back and see them over and over again, but that's going to get boring probably. But I can't always be doing that. Obviously, there's a limit. I will have to do more work on Lydia's camper, so you're going to be watching that. I may have to help with the new RV that she got. Darn it. So yeah, I'll be doing a couple little things, and if I was retired, maybe I would, go out there and maybe help somebody uh, with their build. But it's a lot of work. It's not an easy thing. It's a lot of work. But thank you, Nick. Nick in Australia. David Gunn says, I have seen others install the cheaper ones and nothing but problems with them. I think you're talking about the Webasto, right? Look, the cheaper ones are knockoffs made in China. Okay, I have nothing against the Chinese. Maybe I do have some Chinese folks watching me. They've never commented. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if I have anybody watching me in China. Uh, if I have, God bless you. I have nothing against the Chinese, but I'm getting to the point where I'm up to here, saturated with Chinese crap. Okay, and that's what that is. Chinese made crap. It's just mass produced garbage funneled into the United States for consumers to buy, and it's garbage that doesn't work. So my advice to you folks, if you're thinking of getting something like I did get from my heating here in the van, what I got is called a Webasto. It's made in Germany, and it's well made. The S-Bar is also made in Germany. It's a similar unit. They are actually made, as far as I know, they're made across the street from each other. Or at least the headquarters are across the street from each other. Something like that. But those things they're pricey, but they're well made. If you are thinking of getting something like a Webasto, don't get something that's made in China just because it's half the price or much less than half the price. Don't do that. It could be dangerous to your health, and they're probably not going to last as long. So I wouldn't trust those Chinese knockoffs. And I'm getting up to here. I'm getting fed up with everything you buy. Everywhere you go, you look at it, it's made in China, made in China. We can't make anything in here. Vazel says, hi from upside down land. The heat has started here. Let's swap countries. Vazel is also in Australia, and that's okay. You can keep the heat. It's now the beginning. It's fall here, so it's spring there. They're coming upon summer, but that's okay. I'm gonna be nice and cozy in a couple weeks down in Florida. "44 Musher says 3-dog night." I don't know what that means. What it means? You stay warm with 3 dogs? I guess if you're a musher, you need the dogs to stay warm because they're out there in the snow and cold. And Kristen says, I have bought one electric carpet, runs with 230 volts, and one runs with 12 volts. An electrical carpet. You mean blanket? A blanket for the bed? Not a carpet for the floor, for the bed. The problem with anything electrical like that, even if it's 12 volts, it sucks a lot of power. And if you don't have a lot of power to use anyway, yeah. Personally, for the bed, I wouldn't use an electrical. I would just, a sleeping bag. If it's that cold and you don't want to have your heat on at night, assuming that you have like propane or something else like I do, then a sleeping bag, with some inserts in there, and it's plenty cozy for me. So I wouldn't use any electrical stuff because that's going to suck all the power, see the sucking up all the power out of your batteries. Bob's Van Life says, good morning from Padre Island, Texas. Well, Bob, good morning back to you. Prakash 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 Raj Kumar says hi. How you doing, Prakash Kumar? I think I spelled it right. I have no idea. Scott Richard, can you get a job at Disney World building fun stuff? No. I, nah. That, it's not, it's not something I would want to do. I don't know. I don't know if I would like to build stuff that's temporary and then you have to take it down and build some other stuff. I don't have that type of mentality, so I I don't think that that would be a good job for me. Quentin says a while back you helped with a van build, Cherry Van. What happened to Cherry Van is still on the road. Yes, the red Cherry Van is still going. Um, Everything I did still working good, and yeah, the person is very happy with it as far as I know. So I helped because it was a friend of mine, but I can't do too many of those. Rush Krishmurthy. Do you have a switch between isolator and battery? I don't have an isolator. I don't have a battery isolator. What I have is the Sterling Power. A Sterling Power is not like the isolator. Sterling Power gets the power from my front battery, my van's battery, the starting battery, gets the power from that, and then brings the power to my house batteries right behind me, and it's a four-stage system. I guess in my video I didn't quite explain the four-stage thing, but I forgot. But it's a four-stage system, kind of like the charge controller for my solar panel. So it's a smart charger. It's not like an isolator. An isolator is like a dumb charger. An isolator, you turn the van on, and once the battery in the front goes to a certain level of amperage, it starts charging the back batteries. But it does not take into account the temperature of those batteries. It does not take into account if the batteries are AGM or any other type. It does not take into account if the batteries need to be floating, or what's the other one? Float. Um, Absorption, if they need to be in absorption mode. It doesn't take into account any of that stuff. So you could be driving and your batteries could be completely full, and that thing is still putting power into the batteries, and that could damage them. So I don't have a battery isolator for that reason. The thing that I got is a smart device. It's a four-stage because it has the four charging stages. Once the batteries are almost full, then it begins with the other stages of trickle charging those batteries. I do have a switch. I show that switch. I can turn that device on or off. But I want to have it so that I can leave that device on, especially in the winter, and then I can when I start the van, the if I have the device turned on, that little switch on, then when I turn the van, my the Sterling Power will turn on, and when I turn the van off, the Sterling Power will turn off. And then when I don't want the thing to turn on and off, I just turn I turn it off on the other switch. There's a lot of ons and offs there, but I hope you get my meaning. Entertain Me says, Little Cracker Fireplace, handmade in New Zealand, are a beautiful made fireplace for buses, vans, etc. I think I've seen that one. There's quite a few that I've looked at. I think I've seen that one. I may not. Maybe I missed it. Um, Little Cracker Fireplace. Maybe you can send me an email, maybe a picture of that thing if you can. Uh, the name sounds familiar, but I don't know if I've seen that one. I'm not sure. But yeah, there's quite a different fireplaces or wood stoves um, that could be used in small spaces like mine, and I think there's nothing like being self-sufficient, right? Like if I'm in the middle of nowhere and I don't want to use the gas from my van because I need to go back. Let's see, I need the remaining of the fuel in my van to go back to get more fuel. So I can't use the fuel of the van for my Webasto. I don't have enough propane for the body heater. But if I had a fireplace and if I was camped somewhere where plenty of wood was available, then that's being self-sufficient. You just go out, grab some wood, and now you can stay warm in a van or bus or RV or whatever. So yeah, it's pretty cool when you can be self-sufficient like that. David Guns asks, Lewis, how's your downstairs neighbor doing? He's doing good. Uh, he's shivering a little bit downstairs, but uh, he wants me to install a Webasto in the basement. I told him, listen, I don't have to install a Webasto in the basement because every time I'm cold, you're probably cold too. So I just turn my Webasto in here, and the heat goes down. Like everybody knows, the heat sinks. So the heat will go down to you, I tell him. So he's all happy. Um, don't tell him anything. He thinks he's going to be um, getting some heat from up here. He's not going to get any heat, but he doesn't need to know that. So don't tell him what he doesn't need to know. He doesn't need to know. Gary Alberto Pombo says hi. How you doing, Gary? Ron Cathy. Good morning, Lewis. Shouldn't you be heading south by now? Stay warm, stay dry, and God bless. I should be heading south. I don't, I don't know what I'm doing up here, folks. I should be heading south. I should. Lydia keeps asking me, Are you driving south yet?" No. When I knock on your door, then you know that I'm south. But no, it's getting close. A couple more weeks. It's already in December, so 2-3 weeks more, and hold on, let me do that again. 2-3 weeks more, and I'll be heading south. Not working when I want it. Come on, work, darn it. Irvin says, I was hoping the downstairs neighbor was no longer with us. No, he's always with me. This guy is like glue. You know, he's just like he glues himself to me. He just doesn't want to leave. I don't know what to do. So, but he's around. I mean, I pay him peanuts, and he seems to be happy. You know, he does some acting once in a while, and plays chess with me sometimes. Yeah, we play chess together, and that's it. So, folks, I've been talking for about an hour, and I'm going to finish cleaning up my stuff here because I have my thing here. I got to clean up. I got to clean the cup. Everything else I already cleaned, and I put away. I should clean that up. So I should close it. I mean, so did I come off this app? I got kicked out. Oh, no, it's installing. This decided to install the app for YouTube, so now I can't use it. Somebody said something. Don't. Well, Erwin, I don't always run the bulldozer when it's cold, and you know I run different types of machine. Sorry, but I keep burping. I don't know why. But sometimes the machines that I run don't have heat. Sometimes if it's a bulldozer, it doesn't even have a cab. So, and I've done that. I've ran a bulldozer without a cab, without any heat, in freezing weather, and it's not fun. I mean, I had multiple layers of everything, and I mean, when you have multiple layers, the only thing open. Okay, I'm back. I got kicked out of YouTube. I don't know if it's the internet or YouTube. So it's telling me that it's time to go. So I'm going to go, folks. Thank you for joining me for about an hour. Actually, an hour, 3 minutes, and 15, 16, 7, 8, 18, 19 seconds. It just keeps counting. But anyway, thank you for joining me this morning. I hope you have a good breakfast. Hopefully it's Timmy's in your cup. If it's not Timmy's, just, hello? Hello? I kept hearing this echo. And I'm like, am I hearing an echo? Hello? Hello? My stove. I got my stove over here. And when I'm talking, oh, hello. My voice echoes inside the stove there. Oh, it's so funny. Hello? Hello? I never heard that before. It's just echoing in there. That's funny. So anyway, I have a good morning, a good evening, a good night, wherever you are, and hopefully I'll see you again next time. If you are driving, be careful. Don't drive and watch my videos. But if you pull over somewhere, then you can watch safely. But yeah, enjoy your morning, folks. I have Timmy's in here, but it's oh. It fell in this cup. Now it looks like something else. Anyway, folks, I'll see you next time, all right? I'm going to finish cleaning up, and then I got to figure out what to do today. I mean, I got to get the kids, and then we're going to go do some stuff. So, yeah, I will see you next time. Awkward part of turning this off. I got to go with my finger and turn it off. That's always awkward. I should just go like this and turn this off. But I'll see you next time, folks.